And finally, we are on the last part of this series. We already created our API for authentication, and then we already have a simple login page to consume our API. And now what we are going to do in this final part is we are going to implement the logout function and then implement the refresh token feature. So first, let's start with doing the logout first. By the way, I zoom the UI a bit so you can see it better. I hope you able to see it clearly. And yeah, we can continue now creating a logout function in here. And I just put this code. Okay, so this is basically calling our API to doing logout. And if the logout is successfully, we will remove the access token. And later we also remove the refresh token. But we still not creating the service yet, so we can ignore for now. And then after that, we will navigate to our login page after we successfully log out. And yeah, make sure we already call this logout. Okay, nice. So the logout is complete actually, it's quite fast. Now let's start creating a service for refresh token and API service. Refresh token service, and then I create another API service. So let's start with the refresh token service first. I will explain about the API service later. And for storing our refresh token, we are going to use protected local storage. Okay, this is built-in feature by Blazor. And then doing this to inject it. And let's define the key for saving our refresh token. Read-only string key is a refresh token. And now let's just implement this function. Okay, I copy so it's faster. So basically it's simple saving the value into local storage in here. This is built-in feature set asynchronous. In here we put a key. This is a key we define, and then the value. This is for setting the refresh token. And also we have feature to getting the refresh token from our local storage in here. This is the function. We get asynchronous as a string in here. And if it's success, we will return this, and we can just make sure the value is not empty. And then if we cannot getting anything in our local storage, we just returning empty in here. And last, we have feature to remove the local storage by doing this. Delete asynchronous and put our key in here. And let's back to our out service. And in here, after we do login, we now having a function to await. Okay, I need to inject it first, sorry. Refresh token service. And then now I able to see refresh token service, set and result refresh token. And also after we log out, we can doing refresh token service and remove. And when we try to doing logout, we should bring our refresh token. If you remember, if in our, where is it, out controller, logout, where is it? Okay, we're trying to read the cookies of refresh token in here. So we expect having this value whenever we try to do logout. So by this, we will disable this refresh token in database. So this refresh token will no longer able to use for everyone. So how to do that? What we do is we can go to the out service and we implement this. Here we getting the refresh token from refresh token service. And in here, before we do post asynchronous to logout, we inject a header in here. This is a cookie and the value is a refresh token, and then the refresh token we have from our local storage. By this, we can expect that our API will receive the refresh token we have. And let's see, get down. Alright, seems so. Now we have a function in our out service. We have a function to do refresh token. Okay, I put in here, and yeah, this is same, like we do when we do logout. And then yeah, it's also same. We calling the endpoint of out/refresh from our API, and we bring no value, I think. Yeah, when we do logout, we also not bring any content. And if the refresh token is success, now we will getting the token again in here. Okay, we will getting the token, the access token, and the refresh token. Same like we do when we login in here. Where is it? This one. Actually, it's same. So again, we setting the token, the access token, and then we setting again the refresh token. And then this should be the newest one. Okay, we can save it. Now the question is, where should we call this a refresh token asynchronous? So this is the reason we have a API service. In here, every time our client, the Blazor server, trying to open the authorized endpoint, example this one, resource controller, we want to call this verify, we should calling them using this API service. So in case the token is not valid anymore, in here we will automatically calling again the refresh token, and then we try to gather it. If we violate getting the refresh token, we will automatically log out, and if we getting the new refresh token, we will trying to recall again the resource using the new token we get. So maybe it's easier if we try to write the code first. And what we should have here is a constructor, and we will have this 3. Oh no, 3 is 4. And special for HTTP client, we will have a private HTTP. Where is it? HTTP client. And in here, same like we do in out service, I think. Okay, yeah, I just copy it. And then use this in here. HTTP factory. Okay, maybe we standard it lah. HTTP client factory. And for the other, we can just do like usual. And we should have these 2 methods in here. Get asynchronous and post asynchronous. An example, your application have another HTTP verbs to use like put asynchronous, or the other, you can always adding the function into here. So anytime you want to do a put request, you will calling this API service. And we try to implement the get asynchronous. Okay, you can see it, right? This one, we're trying to get token from our token service. This is from cookies. And then after that, we inject the value into authorization header. This is the default way we using a bearer token. And after that, we will calling the endpoint in here. Okay, we defined this before in parameter. So if we getting the status code is unauthorized, and authorized mean either we actually don't have the access for this, or our token is expired. So if we getting the status code, we will always refreshing our token. In here, we will calling the refresh token asynchronous. We have created this before, if you remember, in out service. Okay, this one. Okay, back again. And then if the refresh token is false or violate, we will doing logout in here. And if the refresh token result is true, then we already set the new access token to our cookies, and also we already getting the new refresh token. So if the refresh token is successful, we should have let me check, here we should have set new access token and new refresh token in our storage. And then by this we can just call the new token, and then we do calling this endpoint in parameter one more time with a new token. And whatever the result, we will returning the result to whoever calling this function. So if unauthorized again, so we just return unauthorized. Okay, same thing we will implement in our post data. And this is the implementation. Basically it's same. The difference is only the way we do post asynchronous in here and get asynchronous in here. So just this for different. And let's adding the injection, dependency injection in our program.cs because we creating a new API service and refresh token service. Now let's try to calling this API service from our UI. Pages, home, we try to call this on home, and we will having a new button in here below the authorized view. Okay, this one. Maybe we implement the function first. Where is it? Minimize private asynchronous task. This one. Okay, should be gone, and we still need one more property. Property boolean is verified. Okay, now the error is gone. It's better to see what we do in here. We will have a new button. This will be calling the API service to do get asynchronous, and we will calling the resource controller from our API in here to verify. We always getting the unauthorized if we are not authorized or the token is invalid. Okay, where is it? We are on the home Razor, and first let we inject the resource service. Okay, we still don't have it lah, resource service. Okay, this is sample service to accessing our API service, resource service, and let we inject the API service, and we will have this method API service. Okay, this one. This will be calling the resource/verify. This is on the resource controller, and this one. Okay, don't forget to inject in also. I forgot to inject in here for resource service, and then we should able to have in here. We already have the resource service, and then we can get the is verified equals to wait resource service verify. Okay, I forgot to explain you about this. So it will be returned true if the user is able to access this endpoint, or this endpoint, and it will be always false when the user cannot able to use. If the user cannot able to access this. So with this we can set that if true, then is verified is true. So in our UI we will showing success in here. And if the refresh token calling is valid, we will returning the valid in here. And after we successfully, we try to refresh again the initial value, because the initial value should be containing new access token. So I just doing like this. And let's have a timer, simple timer for easier for us to debugging. Okay, now we will have a new function. Okay, this one. We will showing current time in our UI and always update it. So we can see the second in there. And then we need to have a timer in here. Private timer. And we initialize the timer whenever we open the page. Okay, like this. It will be calling the update clock in here. And also before that, let's we reduce the access token duration. Where is it? API, infrastructure, token provider. We generate the access token. Okay, let's set this seconds. This is a 15 seconds. And I want to try running this project. What is valid? Okay, just ignore. Okay, this access token is still long to expired. Maybe I create a new one. I log out. Okay, log out successfully. Sign in again. And now the expired date of this token is 323. Currently is 323 also in my time. Okay, So in the 1 second, okay, now the token is invalid. So if we try to open our code and API service, we try to debug here. And then I try to calling the verify. Okay, we calling this endpoint. We trying to get the token. This is the expired access token. And then we still put it under authorization header. And when we try to call it, we get the 401. It means unauthorized. So we will getting this. Okay, we'll calling the refresh token asynchronous. And then yeah, true, nice. We successfully getting the refresh token. And we can expect that this is the new token we get. And we try to calling again and trying to get a new response. And we have unauthorized again. Seems there is an issue in here. Okay, let me check. Okay, I found the solution for the issue. So before we do setting the token, we need to remove it first. So it will be refreshing the token we save in our cookie. This is the cookie.js we using before. So let's try again. This token is expired and we try to verify. Nice. Now we getting the new token with new expired time. So every time our token is expired and we try to calling the server or the API, we will always refreshing the token if our token is valid. By this tutorial is complete. If you have any question, you can always ask me below and I try my best to help you answer it. If there is something I can improve to this video or this system that we create together, please let me know so I can improve. I'm also actually still new in this Blazor. So yeah, I open for any of feedback. Thank you for watching and bye-bye.